Okay.
Then we have to focus. Good morning.
Oh, thank you. And good evening to you too.
Yes.
I
Good.
was telling you about the kite festival. So we have 40 kilometers of sandy beach. And so the wind comes off the ocean and people like to come here and fly gigantic, big kites that sometimes
It's like a dragon kite also is there.
beautiful dragon kites. There are
So
some
many
people.
kites.
Some people hold on to kites and sail with them, sit in a seat and hold on, and the kite floats and they go up in the air. That's
Then
neat
it
too.
goes up. It goes up.
Yeah.
And in India, means in Maharashtra, like Aurangabad, means we fly the kite at our terrace. We go at terrace and we take good that thread. We take good thread like 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. We take thread of and we do tug of war with kites.
Okay. So
And
yeah. So when are you saying with the kites, what do you do? I missed that word. I missed what you were saying.
means we do tug of war. Means we do fight of kites.
That's what I was thinking. You fight with your kites,
In
right?
air only we do fight.
So do you have to cut your friend's kite string? Is that how
Yes.
you win?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Means we
Yeah.
have to cut our friends or our relative kites.
Yes, that's a wonderful sport. And that's a hobby too. There you go.
Yes.
And in Marathi we cut the some friends that kite. We say means we are so happy to cut that kite and we taken that kite and in the before this in 2022 I saw in newspaper one boy is there. He's running to means he is running in road to take that kite and he's seeing up and that car came and he crashed and means he is not at the earth means he is not alive.
Right. Many
How,
accidents happen like that many times because
what?
the children were what do? They in an excitement they want to just catch that kite which is
And look up.
flying after the kite is cut by the string when it keeps on flying. So everybody think that I will rob it, I will take it.
I will
Plus,
take
it's of no one now after it has gone. Then
Right.
in that
means
helter
no
skelter, what happened? Ki they just run many huge crowd runs after one kite.
Okay.
And in that they are not focused with some vehicle is coming or what. Sometime many cases happen ki children have fallen down from the high story buildings and they
Oh
also lost,
no.
yes, and they lost their lives. Many
Oh
times it happened.
no.
Or-
It's because they're looking up in the air instead
Yes,
of
yes,
down where they should be
it's
looking.
so
Oh,
risky.
yes,
It's so risky.
so that would be so sad. Oh, for the family.
yes.
Wow.
And it's hurt to birds also.
Ah,
It's
That
called,
yes,
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that?
ma'am, that thread is there that
Oh,
hurts to bird also.
that
actually,
hurts to fall.
actually, they made a special thread from the front side. The whole thread is white, but the front side thread that we call manja, they made a very special thread. After the glass, they make a powder of the glass after
Uh-huh.
smashing the glass, and that powder they apply with some liquid form. And
Okay.
after that applied, after the application, that particular part of that string becomes very sharp. Even the
Oh
finger
no.
can cut. Even the finger, the thumb.
Oh,
When a person is
And
playing with the kite too much, he has lot of cuts on his finger. on his thumb.
Oh,
Yes.
so that's, I was wondering how it cuts the other string. It's the glass
Ah, the
that's
glass
on.
piece, the powder of the glass, very small pieces, and
Oh,
then
that's so,
then they rub on that string for
that's
And
many minutes.
interesting. Huh. So,
and some cases also means some murders also is there when we can cut the neck also with that man.
Yeah, accidentally it happened sometime. Some children's neck were also cut because
and
of,
die
yes, and they
Yeah.
died.
from,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm a mother. I'd like, no, don't do it.
Accidentally it
Oh,
happens. No, nobody do it actually deliberately. Accident.
no.
Like
Yeah.
like
Oh, poor
someone is
children.
riding a bike. It happened with
Yeah.
me also. Someone
Yeah.
riding a bike and the children are flying kite there. So sometime what happens if the kite is not able to flown up, then they are just trying, and you do not know the string is going from here. If you are
That's
in a
true.
speed, yeah, it happened with me also sometime. If you are
Oh,
in a
no.
speed, then you can have,
Ouch.
yes, yeah,
That's
big,
pretty severe. Yeah, that
yes,
would, so you want to be sure you see kite strings because they
yes,
might be low.
yes.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it is better
Huh.
that whenever you find children are flying the kite, be very careful while passing that area, because we don't know how many strings are there in the air and where
And
from
it
they are
is
coming.
not visible also. It is
Yes,
like
not visible.
invisible.
That is news to me. I had no idea that that could happen. When here, we don't have that, but what I think is beautiful is when you have 20 kites up at once and they follow patterns like dancing in the sky. Oh,
Yes.
so beautiful. Have you seen that before? It's like a team
Okay.
and probably 20 kites all go up and then they go down and then they go sideways, just like birds in a flock. It's really
Oh,
pretty.
So,
Yeah, it's hard to do. They practice
yeah.
all year and then they come
we
here
want
and
practice.
that's
Means
their
here
hobby. Yeah.
from means that that function called Sankrant, and in Sankrant means we means from 10 days before 1 month only we are practicing to cut the kites.
Mm-hmm. And in here they have one something that's very strange. It's called, there's wind, right? But wind less, less, means you can fly kites without any wind at all indoors in a gymnasium. And so we have what's called windless kite flying. But one thing I think that's interesting in another part of the world is in Bali. They catch bats with their kites. Did you know that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And they kill the birds also.
Yes, they can tangle the kite strings around the animal and pull
Yes.
it down and then they eat them. So that's what they do. Yeah, pretty interesting. That also makes you feel free when you fly a kite. It's that feeling that your
Yes.
kite's in the air and it's just a good feeling of freedom, I think.
We are so happy that first time my kite goes up in the air.
Mm-hmm. That first time, you're just like, wow,
Yes.
so true.
One
I
day,
remember the,
I remember one day my twins, they were trying. One among them is little bit expert in that Abdul Rahman, little bit expert. And another one, Zia, was not able to fly. So he started crying. I just remember now. He was trying for more than half an hour. Later on, he threw all the thing and he was just crying like a baby. Why my kite is not flying? Why? Then I requested another brother, another sibling. I said, please help him out. Let him fly in the sky. Then after that, you give him. Then his brother helped him, and after that, then I made a video also of that. He was crying literally with the tears rolling down on his cheek. He was crying very loudly. Why his kite is flying? Why mine is not flying always?
It's so true. The younger brother is so hard, but it's nice that the brother helps,
Yes,
that's so
yes,
important. Yeah. I think with our hobbies, it teaches us to be persistent because
yes.
there is that point, for now, the things that we do that are freeing. When we first started, sometimes with the kite, it's like, wow, but sometimes you hit obstacles and it becomes hard. But it's worth it because then you get to a new level and you can do new things. That's great. And are there some hobbies you do not like that you tried and you're just that's not for me?
Yes, sometime it happens.
Yeah. You learn about yourself then too.
Like
Is there
sometime speeding bike is a hobby for someone, some people, but it's very mad kind of thing.
what was
Yes,
that again?
Like a sports bike and other things. They
Uh-huh.
come in a group and they just want to show stunt on the road somewhere.
Okay.
But it is very very risky. That even I don't like to call it a hobby. It's a
Right.
I would call it some madness because it risks your life and don't know, even you can hit
Yeah.
someone or you can injure yourself
It's
also.
basically like a show. They just like keep racing the motorcycle,
Yes.
making those they just basically make their engine roar, so they could show that yes, we have a very expensive bike. And yes, they do it on very expensive bikes, and there have been like numerous cases of accidents and all. And like these bikes they are very expensive, and what they usually do is uh, just they just want the bike and they do anything for it. And if you like, I remember once had seen a really expensive bike. That guy person lived near my home only. Um, and when I followed the bike, I was very small. I remember he lived in a very small house, and his parents didn't earn much. His father used to walk to work, and while his son used to ride this expensive motorcycle around, doing nothing, just racing and all, doing all things. So usually they come from poor families, and I just don't find it right that the son is riding in such expensive bike and the parents they are walking to work, and if you see their clothes, they're not so good.
Hmm. That's really sad. Yeah, it is. You'd
Yep.
think they would help their parents more, just, yeah.
But many times children are so adamant and they compel their parent to listen for everything without
That's
any
true.
logic, without any
Yeah.
logic. And they see the
They,
people in the society, those who are very rich, and they think they should also be enjoying the lavish life like them.
they cry for that
Yes.
thing that
Yes.
I want.
and it's fine if you earn your own money, but have a job that can do that. Maybe they do. We don't know. Yeah. So, do you have jobs that help pay for your hobbies? Do jobs around the house or what? Or you don't have to?
I do some chores around my house, and I also actually sell some of my models, and that is also how yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's
I just
wonderful.
recently started selling things, and it's going well.
Yeah. Well, and even if it's just for your own pleasure, the fact that you're doing such expert work and people like your work, that's something nice. Are you interested maybe in engineering, like to someday build things for a living, maybe? Or is it too early to tell?
I mean, I'm not interested in engineering, but yes, I'm interested in military vehicles and aircrafts. I find them very interesting
Yeah.
because they're actually, if you look at a military vehicle, it's made so perfectly and with precision, and they're made with like every situation in the mind. So that's why I really like them, but I haven't thought of engineering it.
Yeah. Well, you're very passionate about your models. It makes me want to make one now because that takes a lot of time and effort. And like you say, looking at those details and thinking that this is exactly what's on a military plane. Or do you ever do boats? Or are you mostly interested in planes? Do you make boats?
I do both actually, military. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. We don't often see military boats where I live, but there's a festival going on up our river. And so on Sunday, I saw a big military ship, and it was fascinating. Like you say, they think about everything. And to make something like that with a model would be amazing. I like going to museums. I like looking at models in museums. They're so interesting. Yeah. So, well, we've been talking for almost an hour, so I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed hearing your hobbies, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And maybe we'll talk some more about hobbies, or maybe we'll find something else that we want to talk about. But my heart is so happy that I've been able to visit India, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, and I had got one idea I wanted
Okay.
to share with you. Like
Yes.
last time we discussed about Ellora, Ajanta caves and other things, which is very famous around the world. So here in the video also we can watch. Like I can play a video and we can discuss about that. Sitting in US also you can watch those miss wonders of the world like Taj Mahal and others. Through the video also you can see,
Yeah,
and then we
that's
can
great. Well, why
and
don't
we
you?
can, yes, we
I
can
would
discuss.
love that.
Yes,
Yeah, so maybe tomorrow you could show me, because that's my hobby. I love, and I'm in a club and we talk about the wonders of the world. So
yes, why not?
we're right on. Okay,
Yes.
lovely. Talk to you later.
Thank you for giving your precious
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you so much. Have a
Yes,
great day
Yes.
ahead.
you too. Have a good
Yes.
night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.